Alright, how are you doing? I am Colin and this is Shineautomotive and we're a car project YouTube channel on the cheap, dead cheap, and we film what we call a week in Shine. This week has been a disaster and you'll see in the video. We only ended up probably working on customers' cars for 2 days. Nothing went right, but Thursday, Friday, we actually did something really good. So enjoy this video. Thank you for everyone that subscribed. We're nearly at 40,000 subscribers, but a lot of you aren't watching the videos, so I can't quite work that one out. So enjoy the week in Shine. Just enjoy it. I waffle a lot as well. It's Sunday and this is the start of a new week in Shine. Starting on a Sunday, Lewis has bought himself a little daily golf to use so he can get his jazz up to top spec form. So it's had a bit of a paint job. It's not the best, but we might look at tidying that up. We'll see how good she is. We've got to weld the patch on underneath, which we bought the proper panel. You can get the proper panel. We could have got hold of that for the God, I can't even think of it, for the silver one that we did. So I just literally spot welded all that up, full panel back on, which you can, because that's how the panel was fitted, and it isn't really structural. It really doesn't do a lot. It's more of a mud catching device. Well, it's into Monday afternoon, and the job that was meant to turn up this morning has done a nice one and not turned up, and we haven't got head bolts to put the Cummins back together. So we took Lewis's car for MOT and it's passed, hasn't it, Lewis? So Lewis is happy. Lewis is happy that his car's passed his daily stealth mobile. It's passed its test. So Monday's, well, we're going to go out and pick a Sophia up in a minute for the fuse box. It's a scrap Sophia. It's one we've looked after for a while. It's come to its end of its life and it's on 5 stud hubs. So I'm thinking of maybe having a go at converting my Astra van so it's on 5 studs, because I want to put some VXR wheels on it eventually. So, and then the fuse box, we want to see if it'll be able to fit into the Astra van conversion that we're doing, because we need the part of it for the heated seats, I think, or something. I can't quite remember. Right, so the lovely Cummins, the big American thing that featured in the movie. What movie was it, Lewis?
Your movie.
It wasn't my movie. The head bolts have just arrived, so I think Matt's going to have a go at maybe putting the head on. Maybe. Might need a forklift truck and 10 of us to lift it. Like, Lewis is going to take the wiring room out of this so I can get it to scrap, and I'm going to get the side wrap on the case, seeing as work hasn't turned up today that was meant to turn up, and Lewis has just stopped me from falling in some dog poo because he's nice like that.
I've got the front, haven't I think so. That camera heavy, Col?
Yeah, it's heavy. What I'm doing, I'm assessing the risk. You've got a step there, mate. Lift up. That's it. That's it. Well done. Lift up down the step there, Lewis.
My back hurts from holding this company out.
Come on, Lewis. You're doing good there. Waddle on, mate.
Monday.
What's a Monday? Oh, yeah. You're just prepping for being a gladiator, aren't you, Lewis?
Yeah.
That's it.
Ninja warrior.
Alright, now you can go back a bit.
Do you need hand? She's a heavy lump, like.
Right, you're in down, mate. Watch your fingers. Right.
Well done. I'll come back and check later. I don't think I'm going to get in your way here. I think I'm going to annoy you both, and Matthew will just start swearing a lot.
Yeah, we've got a light. Because we need to be lowering it down so that the holes.
Mine, I can line it up sort of with the.
Thank you, Colin.
Right, I'm just jumping in with this part of the video. So every time Matthew says, "Thank you, Colin," he's swearing. But we've got a clip of him saying, "Thank you, Colin." So every time he says, "F you, Lewis," or "F you, Colin," we're changing it so it'll say, "Thank you, Colin," or "Thank you, Lewis." So that is why these bits are in here now, so you all understand what is going on. Back to the video.
Say thank you, Colin.
Thank you, Colin.
I can line it up with the exhaust, can't I? That'll get me roughly in the right position.
Holy moly.
Stop swearing, Matthew.
Your feet are too big.
It looks tight, like.
Right. You ready, Lou?
Yep.
Yeah. None of them are falling in cylinder.
No, I'm going to check it now before we go. Right, you're all clear. Nice and steady, does it? Well done, Lewis.
Right, that's not gone to dowels yet though.
Right. Lewis, you need to go a little bit to your left.
Just look, can we look down head bolt holes?
Right, there she is. That is a big lump to rest down.
You didn't hurt yourself putting it in, did you?
What do you mean, didn't hurt myself? I didn't realise there was a million dowels on there as well, like.
Thank you, Colin.
Right, we've come back from picking up a DS3. The coolant pipe had blown off, so we've got to look into it, but it's not pressurising up, which I'm gobsmacked about. But it'd been to Citroen, and Citroen had done the sump on it, which the sump is leaking, and the pipe, so he doesn't want to take it back to Citroen. I understand why. Got that to look at, but Lewis has taken the gearbox off the engine. That's going in there this week on Thursday, Friday, which is going to be its own video. So this week in Shine's probably going to be really short. We're going to get a clutch on it. The flywheel is all right, even though it's rusty on the side. The flywheel is fine. Which I spoke to the guys at the 4x4 place, and they've never changed the flywheel on them. So that's standing the test of time. So we're going to put a clutch on that, get that back on, so that's ready to go in on Friday in the G-Wagon. Isn't that right, Bella? Yeah, he's right. So we'll pull this in the garage and we'll just go through it and make sure it's all right, and probably give it a service and sort the leaky sump out. Right, so I've got the full story with the DS3. He actually drove it away from when they fitted a brand new sump and it lost all its oil. I know exactly what's happened. They fitted a brand new sump and not tightened up the sump bolt, which I've nearly done before. When you buy a brand new sump, check the sump bolt. It's lost all its oil, and then it burst the coolant pipe off as well. And doing that, one of the rockers, we've already clipped one back in, but the rockers have come off. Now, for the rockers to come off, it's got to have bent the valve, so it's obviously overheated, with it losing all its cooling capacity, so it's losing its oil and losing its water. So we tried to put the rockers back on to see if it would run, and it runs even worse, so it's terminal. And it's going to be a lot of money to put right. We don't know how many valves are going to be bent, and I don't know what the best situation is. So the customer is having a think and deciding what he wants to do, because Citroen have really knackered this up. It's a shame, really, but there we go. Don't trust main dealers. They're driven by budget and daily costs. They've got to make money every day. All they're interested about is profit, profit, profit. And on further investigation, it looks like they've had the coolant pipe off to do something and not actually fitted it back on, because it doesn't even pressurise up. And normally if a pipe would blow off like that, it would be building up pressure, causing it to blow off. So it's been just not a very good time he's had there. Right, it's on to, what day is it today? Wednesday. On with the G-Wagon. Had a little Honda Jazz 19 plate for MOT this morning. That's gone straight through. Got a bit of a problem with the car. This Seat power steering keeps going down. It's not gone down on us once, so that's been a bit of a gremlin. I'm having to take the subframe out the Honda, because when I was sweeping up the garage floor, I looked up and I noticed that, and the subframe isn't good at all, so we're having to get that out, which is probably going to be a nightmare, because look at the state of it, so everything's going to be very rusty. What are you doing now, Lewis?
In an air filter.
An air filter in what?
A Land Rover.
A Land Rover.
A Land Rover, Range Rover.
Matthew's drying the book out. Yeah, so he's finishing the service, and then we'll run it up the road and make sure everything's all right. But we've got the DPF issue sorted out with a force regen and running it up the road, and then resetting it all, so it's all good. And the stuck content's right down now, and the percentage of it is cleared up. So happy days. It's another one fixed, cheap, and hopefully it'll stay fixed. Would you have one given, Lewis? No. Look at it. Matthew's done a runner already. Right, this next clip, I can't cut the swearing out of it. Lewis is on holiday, and I know how much Lewis loves his Range Rovers or Land Rovers. This is funny.
If I had to describe what hell looks like, I think it would be this. Just Land Rovers as far as the eye can see. They're all up there as well. What the fuck's going on here?
There's one Mini though.
Oh, there's a Mini, but that isn't much better either. It's got every colour of shite and fucking drug dealing you could possibly imagine. Anyway, if you need parts for one, I know a guy.
Good morning, sports fans, and today is the day that we're going to get the engine fitted in place and work out the gearbox. And in the next video, oh yes, your wagon's coming.